Hedera HBAR versus Cardano versus Solana versus Ethereum is the topic of this video. All right, so I watched this fascinating interview on YouTube, and the video is titled Mance Harmon, CEO of Hedera, Crypto and DeFi, Everything Will Become Tokenized in the Future. I found this video to be very professional. That said, for a channel that has 2 million subscribers, did they spell tokenized correctly? Anyway, this is probably one of the best interviews I've ever watched in regards to Hedera. Now, the video is very long, but if you are a true investor, I would highly suggest that you watch this video. I think if you watch this video and absorb what is being discussed, I believe it can help you make better crypto investment decisions, and maybe it can help you become richer. Anyway, there were a couple of things in this video that were discussed that I thought were truly amazing and kind of shocking. Now, I want you to understand that anything I say in this video is just my interpretation of what was discussed in this interview. Anyway, in the interview, Mance, who's one of the founders of Hedera or HBAR, suggested that the earliest layer 1 protocols like Cardano and Ethereum and several others are basically obsolete and in decline, which is an incredibly powerful statement coming from one of the brightest crypto individuals and computer scientists on Earth. In fact, later in the video interview, it seemed like Mance was referring to projects like Cardano and other tokens as gambling tokens or pump and dump schemes, whereas Hedera HBAR is a legitimate organization and a real financial investment. And by the way, if you've been paying attention to the warnings coming out of the SEC, those gambling and pump and dump coins will most likely be delisted from US crypto exchanges very soon. Now, in the same video, Mance from Hedera basically, in my opinion at least, suggested that Solana is garbage and that Solana cannot ever support enterprise applications because Solana sacrificed security for performance, and therefore Solana is vulnerable to attacks. And as we've seen recently, Solana crashed many times, which, by the way, is not a good thing to happen when the market is dumping. This is especially true for day traders who cannot exit a trade as the market is crashing. In fact, Mance suggested that Solana, or the way Solana calculates transaction speed, is very deceptive, or basically that Solana is lying about their TPS capabilities. And most of the crypto community seems to agree with this statement. So does this mean that Solana can never be mass adopted by enterprises? I mean, after all, you cannot sacrifice security for performance and expect to run enterprise applications on a global scale. This will never happen, and that means Solana will never be more than a pump and dump coin. Heck, you can't even day trade because you take the risk of not being able to exit a trade at a critical time. So in this interview, it really looked like Mance, who's one of the brightest minds on Earth. I mean, this is a scientist that literally worked at NORAD in missile defense systems, but Mance basically referred to Cardano and Solana and other early layer 1 protocols as being worthless garbage gambling coins. Also, during the interview, they talked about Ethereum 2.0. And during the interview, Mance basically stopped just short of calling Ethereum complete garbage. Now, Mance didn't say Ethereum was totally useless because you have really great Ethereum tokens like, for example, the LCX exchange token. But what Mance was alluding to was that Ethereum is unfixable and that it is not the future and that it will never be more than just a cryptocurrency, as opposed to HBAR, which will tokenize the entire world. So overall, what Mance was saying is that the earliest layer 1 protocols are already dead and in decline. Now think about this. There are billions of dollars invested in these early layer 1 protocols like Cardano, Ethereum, and Solana. So what's going to happen is that investors are going to start pulling their money out of these obsolete tokens and start plowing their money into advanced projects like HBAR. So my interpretation of this video from what Mance was saying is that Cardano, Ethereum, and Solana and several others will be worthless tokens in the near future. That means if you're invested in one of these tokens, you could potentially lose a lot of money. So it would seem that Hedera HBAR is the token that will eventually destroy Cardano, it will destroy Solana, and it will severely damage Ethereum's market cap. Not to mention, since HBAR has never been shilled, or at least until now, it would appear that now is one of the best times to buy HBAR, especially considering that HBAR might one day have a market cap of $1 trillion or more. Remember, HBAR is the only cryptocurrency ever truly developed for worldwide mass adoption. No other cryptocurrency in the world is as efficient as HBAR. And look who owns Hedera. You have Google, IBM, Boeing, LG Electronics, Avery Dennison, a few of the largest banks in the world, a few of the best universities in the world, one of the world's largest law firms, and other Fortune 500 companies. When you have so many massive enterprises coming together to form a mega entity, like in the case of Hedera, what do you think is going to happen? Well, the industries that own Hedera will come together to make sure that the crypto laws created by the government work in their favor and do not work in the favor of their competitors like possibly Cardano or Solana and about 10,000 other cryptocurrencies. Now, one other thing that kind of caught my attention is that this YouTube channel has 2 million subscribers, but this video interview only has obtained 3,700 views so far, which is really low. But then I seen that the video is marked unlisted. Now, just for reference, unlisted videos can be seen and shared by anyone with a URL link, but unlisted videos will not appear in the videos tab of your channel's homepage. And the fact that the video is marked unlisted makes me wonder if the video was too controversial and that made them mark it as unlisted so it would get less exposure. Also, I do not think that unlisted videos appear in a YouTube search query, nor do unlisted videos appear in a Google search result. So I find that a little suspicious. Therefore, I have also left the URL link in my video's description box so you can get access to watch the video. Anyway, I highly suggest you watch this video interview and tell me what you think by leaving a comment. It truly is a great video and I think you'll learn a lot from it. Also, please hit the like button to support this channel and have a blessed day.